Okay, no more. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the mission. After I show this city a lesson. It wasn't really a lesson, but oh, jeez, man. I'm sorry, dude, but I'll be long gone before you come. Like, anyone who's in the army who's watching this, like, would you, like, just sacrifice everything just to kill this one
we need
person?
a bunch of uranium-235 from the nuclear power plant. Chances are Blonsky knows we're coming. Thankfully, you know your way around fissionable material. Locate 2 fuel rods from inside the reactor and bring them safely here.
You want fries with that?
Very funny.
Huh. Ah, Bruce. Is that a good? Yeah, that's good.
Hello, Dr. Banner. Looking for a couple of fuel rods? I want you to know I mean nothing against you personally. If circumstances had been different, who knows? I'm sorry, Banner. I don't have a choice. Neither of us do.
Oh, so
I'm different than all your other. All your power means nothing.
also you're now a so now I'm fighting a Jedi here, or a dark Jedi, or I don't know how to describe this guy, this lady.
Here it comes.
I actually did look up this character Mercy, and not much. Not really interesting. Don't know how he got these powers and stuff, but Mercy, are you alright? Actually, no, we're fighting Cortana from Halo. Actually, I'm not gonna call you Mercy. I'm gonna call you Cortana because that's what you are. Oh my! This boss is actually pretty easy. Oh, not a chance. I don't have it. Oh my! That had to hurt. Dude, Cortana, Mercy, that's. Are you trying to do sexual innuendos? Because that's very inappropriate. Even for you. Man. Okay, mission complete.
You don't know what you've done.
Yeah, I don't know what I've done.
Listen to me, Banner. You don't understand. I had no choice. It's Blonsky. He put some kind of tracking device in my head. I'm never safe.
Target acquired, sir. We're locked on.
You have your orders, Captain.
Roger that.
Mission directive is just a front. You don't know what he's keeping in there. But I do. No.
I'm gonna return. I'm gonna look at some stuff at the main menu. Let's see. Blonsky files.
Minimal contribution. Ouch.
He talks about analyzing my work as if he's personally familiar with it. I wonder if he has a background in science.
Apparently he wonders the same thing about you, Lynn. Are there any other references to this mission directive?
It's a coded file, badly deteriorated. It seems to be important to him, whatever it is. I'll get on it right away.
Let me just summarize this. Okay, background. Leonard Samson is a grandiose molecular psychotherapist. Is a grandiose term first applied by Leonard Samson himself. It refers to Samson's ongoing research into the cause and effect of human trauma over the physical well-being of the human brain. Weird.
Bruce, take note of the highlighted section behind the image of Ross. My guess is this photo was taken inside Division headquarters.
Which gives us a very convenient layout of the land. Thank you very much.
Right. The missile silo gives me a reference point. I recognize it from our satellite surveillance images. Check your map for an exact position.
Served with distinction in Eastern Europe and subsequently in Korean and Vietnam conflicts. Weird. Cool. General Ross.
What do we know about the vault?
I've been hearing rumors for a while now. It's supposedly an isolation camp for test subjects exposed to gamma radiation.
You think this is why Blonsky was assigned here?
Could be. I'll try to decrypt the file, but in the meantime, we need to locate the vault.
Sea Hawk. Okay.
Bruce, this is worrying. It looks like they've been conducting tests in your absence.
Yeah, they're trying to blame me for developing the technology, and they're trying to give it a military application while everyone's looking the other way.
They know it's triggered by stress. Looks like they've made an important discovery about how the transformation occurs.
Well, we all know the backstory of the Hulk. Gamma radiation, all that good stuff.
Blonsky and Ross don't get along? That's good to know.
I guess he doesn't like mutants, Bruce. I'm sure it's nothing personal. Ross may be a throwback, but those stars on his shoulder didn't grow there overnight. We can only hope he carries enough weight to keep Blonsky in check. In the meantime, let's keep a lookout for that insignia or variations of it. If they're infiltrating the local populace, they might just give themselves away.
Weird. An ongoing question remains. Can a covert operation designed to infiltrate and coexist with an urban population remain? This is very cool. I wonder
They're using the city as a staging area.
Yeah, and with the full compliance of the mayor and the chief of police, I wonder if any of the residents know this is what they voted for.
I don't think even the city officials know. Let's keep an eye out for any activity that might be tied to the division. Blonsky's up to something.
He certainly is. He certainly is. So this is why the military wants to hit the city. Huh. Neural interface.
Looks like the rumors were true about the Soviets experimenting with telekinesis.
No surprise we've managed to get our hands on the technology. What's this assault mech prototype they're working on?
Hulkbuster, huh? I don't know whether to be flattered or terrified.
Maybe we should get a closer look at one of these things.
Well, we did do that earlier, but let's see some more.
According to NASA's database, the Harbinger satellite was never put into use. So either they don't know it's up there, or they're keeping that fact a secret.
We'll need to find out where it is in the sky at all times. I don't feel like being tagged from 200 miles.
Understandable. That readout in the corner gives time, date, and distance. I should be able to triangulate and work out the satellite's location. We'll need Hulk to destroy the uplink relays.
This is really good for a comic book game because it keeps people who haven't read the comics aware of what these backstories are. It's really good. Of ongoing concern to military and other personnel involved in the business of tracking down Banner. Oh, okay. This is really...
This is an aerial view of buildings and materials appropriated by division operatives in December. Hulkbuster parts are stored in false containers on the lower and upper sections. Climate-controlled storage rooms in the rear portion of these buildings will house pilot interfaces and other delicate machinery. Guards are stationed at all times in the immediate proximity.
Bingo. Let's go get ourselves some supplies. We'll have the Hulk take what we need and the rest can be destroyed.
Okay. Cool. This Hulkbuster, huh?
Bruce, this information is dynamite. We finally have a picture of their prototype. And these are just the first of many designs. They're already working on an upgrade.
Well, the good news is this file practically lists all of the unit's weak spots.
Right. I've highlighted the main weapon systems. If we can transfer this information to Hulk, we can really go after them.
They call the Hulk the Jolly Green Giant. That's funny. So, this is not built by Tony Stark, right? So, I'm guessing this is inspired by Tony Stark, but not really based on Tony Stark's invention. Because I remember in Iron Man 3 they had a Hulkbuster, so I'm not sure if that's related to this or not. So, if anyone knows anything about the comics or whatever, the history, please put that in the comment section. It's just really interesting to me because it actually doesn't mention Tony Stark here, so it's very interesting. Mission Directive, Mercy, Vault. Against Vault.
Gamma mutation's hardly an exact science, and Blonsky knows it. Knowing his level of paranoia, he'll further compartmentalize until he's the only one who knows what's being done in any area of the facility. There's room for 100 test subjects in there.
Wait, is there any other personal log? Mission Directive? I'm gonna look up one of the personal logs and then
He must have been making these entries while he was falling apart. Look at the photo he attached.
Is he taking pictures of himself?
Of his deterioration. He's got to give himself a reason to hate you. You can see the emergent personality taking control of his body. It's the same thing you've been experiencing.
Uh-oh, the abomination.
He's going insane.
It's a natural consequence of gamma radiation exposure. His mind is mutating along with his body.
If there's a God, I want to see his face. I see only the devil in my reflection. God is avoiding us. Huh.
I've seen the color of my soul and it's black. I've seen the color of my soul and it's black. I've seen the color of my soul and it's black.
Oh my. Jeez. Pretty hard.
Unassailable? Didn't they say that about the Titanic?
They have reason to be confident, Briss. I've studied the technical schematic. This newest version is likely to be far more potent than anything they've sent out previously.
Yeah, well, I'll be careful.
Huh. The same thing about the Titanic. Huh. Wait, I'm gonna listen to that.
Unassailable? Didn't they say that about the Titanic?
They have reason to be confident, Briss. I've studied the technical schematic. This newest version is likely to be far more potent than anything they've sent out previously.
Yeah, well, I'll be careful.
I'm not sure that it's a good thing to mention the Titanic. I don't know, maybe. Well, they made a movie about the Titanic, so I really have nothing to say. But see y'all later, guys. I'll record next time. See ya.